Welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Curt Mercadante, Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at curtmercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
Happy Friday after Thanksgiving, everyone. This is the Freedom Club Podcast. I am your host, Curt Mercadante. I hope you had a wonderful turkey day. I know I did. Thanks for being up and at 'em enough to listen to the podcast today after consuming all that turkey, wine, all those goodies yesterday. I'm so thankful that you are here today. And here every day. You know, we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday is always the interview segment. This past Wednesday, I had a wonderful interview with coach, mentor, and entrepreneur Doug Holt. And so I urge you to come back. I urge you to subscribe. I urge you to tell your friends, family, and colleagues about us. And please, please, please don't be shy about leaving us a positive rating or review, especially on iTunes. Those reviews and ratings are like currency to us. They help us continue to expand our reach and continue to allow us to deliver our message around the globe. And we do have listeners around the world. So thank you so much. On today's episode, I want to talk about a term. It's become a little bit of a hot topic. A lot of companies throw it out there. That is employee engagement. A lot of those companies want to be seen as cutting edge and developing workplace cultures of engagement. But a lot of those same companies are only paying lip service to employee engagement. They see it as an opportunity to score some cheap public relations points. But at the same time, they're creating workplaces that are anything but engaging. Listen, I've worked in some downright toxic environments, work environments. I've had clients who had some downright toxic work environments. And it wasn't just that they openly, in many cases, treated their employees with disrespect. A common thread was that they judged their employees, they judged their people, not on whether, when empowered, those people could use their individual strengths, their superpowers, to accomplish key outcomes and be treated like adults and given the space to accomplish those key outcomes. Rather, it's in those workplaces that their people are judged on arbitrary bullshit inputs. What time are you in your seat working in the morning? Did you smile in the 3 useless meetings we had this week? How many hours of conference calls did you have? Are you first in the office? Are you last out? Yes, those are the things that we used to judge success by in the day. Maybe you had your dad say, oh, it's first in, last out. That's what judges success. That's what determines success. Really? I think most of us have moved beyond that, except a lot of workplace cultures out there. What determines success is knowing your outcome and achieving that outcome, whether you're in the office at 8:30 or 10 o'clock. You know, I'm a Gallup certified strengths coach. And Gallup finds that in work environments in which employees are allowed to work, where managers know their employees' strengths, the employees know their strengths, and they're put in positions of being able to work on their strengths, and they're given strengths-based feedback. Now, what does that mean? It's the opposite of most performance reviews that y'all get, right? Where it's like the first paragraph might be some throwaway nice comment like, oh, you smile. You always come in the morning, you're on time. And then it's another 2 pages of everything you've done wrong, focusing on all your weaknesses. That's called deficit-based development, and it doesn't work. Strengths-based development helps you unleash your strengths, to become aware of them, to put you in a position of working in your strengths. Are you analytical? You can work in that area. Are you more creative? You're able to work with those strengths every day, and you're given feedback that corresponds to your strengths. That's the key to employee engagement. Your teams are more profitable. They're more efficient. They flow instead of grind. Your employees have a better quality of life. They're judged on whether or not they can use those strengths, I like to call them superpowers, to accomplish the key outcomes that drive your team, your company, your business forward. I gave a speech a few weeks ago, and someone said, well, how do you know the outcomes? If you're a business owner and you don't know the key outcomes that drive your business, then you're not going to be a business owner for very long. And if your team doesn't know it, then that's a problem for your business as well. Everyone should know those key outcomes that are going to determine wins for your business, for your company. And then put in a position of strength, each and every one of them, put in their position of strength to help you accomplish those outcomes. And that's how you should judge them. I've talked about on this podcast a story. I once had a client, a very large client, who would send their HR manager around at 8:30 in the morning to make sure everyone was in their seats. She checked the cubicles. She checked the offices. This isn't just administrative staff. These are vice presidents who make several $100,000 a year. They're salaried employees, not hourly. So when you create it, that's called an inputs-based work environment, where your employees are judged on bullshit, arbitrary inputs that may or may not have anything to do with the outcomes you are trying to achieve. An outcomes-based work environment is where you empower your employees to use their strengths, to use their superpowers, to tackle key outcomes. That's not only going to drive your business forward, it's going to give you an engaged workforce, an engaged team of employees who have a sense of freedom in their life, who have a sense of fulfillment, who are happier. And yes, that translates to your bottom line. So if you're one of those companies that pay lip service to employee engagement, stop it, because you're not fooling anyone. The parties, the allowing your employees to get drunk on your dime, the stupid, useless Employee of the Month plaques, they're not fooling anyone. Until you empower your employees to use their strengths, to use their superpowers to accomplish key outcomes that drive your company forward, that give them fulfillment, you're not really creating a culture of engagement. You're not really pulling the wool over anyone's eyes. You're just paying lip service, and you're not fooling anyone. This has been the Freedom Club Podcast. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Take care.